First and foremost, I want to thank everybody out there.
Please don't give a political speech. This is not the platform.
Yes.
The morning mix on Informanté Radio.
My favorite show.
You're talking about one person, Maria. The one person that you know. But you don't know every therapist.
Yeah, no, I'm saying not everybody's professional, but I mean...
Exactly.
But
So you stop defending her. We're not talking about her now.
I'm not talking about her also.
I'm talking about my
her.
cousin therapist who tells people stories.
Lend an ear and join us every morning.
All the time.
I listen all day, every day. I don't know, I'm just addicted to it.
But Maria, I'm also most family of yours. Dis is nie familie nie.
Sy het gister vir ons gesê ons is
Sa
broers.
Kwanyama.
Hallo.
Hoe sê sy vir ons? Ons
I
is nie
thank
familie
you.
nie. Very good.
Yeah.
No,
We will-
I've said your family zone.
Nee.
You just said we are not family. You are a
No,
Kwanyama.
it's my brother.
The Morning Mix.
Starting your day with a bang. You are listening to Namibia's best radio station, Informanté Radio.
LifeSave guarantees the growth of an individual's savings over a period of time. With guaranteed 8.5% compound interest rates per year, making your money work for you has never been this easy. SMS LifeSave to 31844. LifeSave, underwritten by Trusco Life.
The views and opinions expressed on the radio program by the guests, advertisers, news bulletins, call-in listeners or chatters are solely the views and opinions of the source who express them. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions and the views of Trusco Group International, the broadcast regulators in Namibia, or that of the Informanté radio station.
This is Informanté Radio, the sound for a new age.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9, Monday to Fridays.
The Morning Mix.
Good morning and welcome to the morning mix on Informanté Radio. Kalux met creme. This one is now a lifestyle. It's not even just a song anymore.
Can you just explain that song?
Jy moet vir my verduidelik mos.
Nee,
You're the
nee.
one.
Luister, you play this ungodly music every day on the show, okay?
Me?
Ek is 'n ouderling by my kerk, okay? I'm a highly respected member of my church. Yeah, so why are you playing such music on air?
Where's your church situated?
I see jou besigheid nie. Ja, mokat dura.
Ek kan nie glo nie. Jy sal jou Damara badges verloor.
Oute tida krimp.
Ouder Ida creme, ama. It's a dope song though.
I love the song.
Yeah.
I love the song.
Ek het hom altyd van ver af gehoor, so I don't hear the ouder Ida. Ek hoor net creme. Creme van ver af. Jong, wat 'n song is die? Ja.
I hope everybody out there understands the meaning of the song, because it's got a very, very romantic message in there. It's
Jy wil net
romantic.
stout wees alweer.
It's romantic. It's romantic. It's very, very romantic.
Kalux, you haven't graced our studios yet, by the way, my brother. Yeah, we need you to step in here, so maybe you can come tell us.
I was
Marigo Akrem.
Yeah, Mariko Agrem. I was hoping to meet him during the MTC Knockout event.
Yes, yes.
That we've worked on, and because Ricardo Manetti was singing his songs, but I didn't have a chance to see him. He wasn't even there. I didn't see him during the rehearsals. I didn't see him at any given time.
How is it?
Yeah. So, but he's an artist I admire.
Hey,
quite
but
highly.
he's based in Chwarongo. Maybe he was not around. Maybe.
Yeah.
Just speculation here.
Nitira, nowhere to go.
That song.
Nitira.
I wasn't really feeling the song all that much. You know, it wasn't that song until I saw the video.
Hou op, man.
Daar's 'n chak daar met so gepatchte.
Daar sê met die regte nama
Hey
klere.
manetjie, skit my bro. Yeah, always loving local music, man. We appreciate all the creativity that comes out of the land of the brave. And of course, you can send us all your music. You can come drop it here at the studio anytime. And of course, if you've got something, worth talking about, you can come join us in studio for the interview. Okay, let's I guess start off the show with the usual your COVID-19 update, while Samerie makes her way to her seat.
Samerie.
Samerie.
Why are you calling her Samerie? You know what is Samerie?
I've been calling her that since last year. You're only hearing it now. Yes. So you also don't listen when I'm calling you Maria. This
It's the first time I...
where you are talking and it sounds like you are talking at a brick wall. It's those things. You're a history.
Do you know what Samerie is?
I know.
What is Samerie?
Samerie is most a fishing company from Iceland.
Hi, Maria.
Maria, come sit down. Come sit. Come. Maria, come. I know. Biog, we worry. Okay, let's do our COVID-19 update for this morning. 13,253, that is the total case load at the moment. 134 deaths. No, we did not record a new death. I'm a bit confused here. I think we were standing at 134 deaths yesterday as well. Anyway, 11,701 people have recovered from the coronavirus as we speak. And our total case load once again coming down, 1,418. All right, so we're doing well as a country. Just don't forget to sanitize and to keep your social distance. It's kyk die man, sy staan en lag nou nog. Maria's gone. Never. It's just Maria, you and I on the show.
If Maria doesn't come into the studio today,
Yeah.
Ove, Nogal summary.
What do you want now? An apology or what?
Yeah.
That's the apology.
We were talking about apologies yesterday.
And what was my stance? Yeah. All right, let's read some comments while Samaria makes her way through the studio. Liz Richards, a morning crew. Carlton van Staden, good morning, people. Carlton, new name. All right, Lily Kwanzi Sos, great radio, good morning. All right, good morning, family. Good morning, guys in the studio. Sebi is watching. Sebi is Ukavar in Canada. Are you in Canada or are you in the States, Uka? How's it looking like over there? Magwa van Magwa saying morning crew. Tarek saying hi. Mora familie from Shora Kawanji. Roviera, Mora top fans. Happy birthday, Vosia Alana Greenwood. May it be a blessed one. November babies rock on. Yes, November babies rock for sure.
Is it Vosia Alana Greenwood's birthday today?
Yes, according to Ro. I can't even agree Ro the information young. Ro is a yellow encyclopedia.
No, Shines, kan je kom sing asseblief?
No, Shines is deur mekaar met die ander bochter, nie met Vosia nie.
Nee, ek weet.
Nothing. We're talking about you, not to you. Dion Chimsizel, cool kids wear shades, Anua. Cubase are you? No, today I'm Ray Charles to the bull. Ish. Yeah. I can't see your nonsense. Rivaldo Ronaldinho, morning. Moro MMC, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Moro Mensa, Maria nog altijd laat. No, Maria's been, actually Maria gets to the studio before me, guys. Almost every morning she's here before me, but...
Listen, if there are people who just got onto the stream now, ne? Maria was standing here at the door, and Cubase called Maria Summary. Yeah. And Maria just heard that WhatsApp. VJ, but so Maria just turned around there to Maria.
I call Maria that all. Maybe I've just never mentioned it on the air. Maybe that's why you guys are so surprised.
But she looked shocked now when you called her Summary.
But Maria luistert mos as a mens met dat praatjie. I'm just blabbing, blah, 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 blah. When I'm talking to her, she's just looking at me like that. I guess, man, say worry. Anyway.
No, don't. Anyway, ne? So I'm just telling you people, ne? If Maria doesn't come to the show today, it's because of someone who said something, who called Maria Summary. I have nothing to do with it. Yeah. You will apologize to Maria.
Can I continue?
Yeah.
Shora Kawanji, Q-Man, it's my sister-in-law's birthday today. It's Vosia Alana. Greenwood, happy cake day, Osa. More life and blessings. Thank you. Stefanus, Moro. No, Cuba is jy gemoer of is jy babalas? Wat gaan aan net sê?
He just reads.
What do you want me to do with the comments?
Do we need to get somebody else to read the comments for you?
Yeah, lees julle comments, man. Weet jy nie, like I don't get these guys get surprised when things come out of my mouth. What, like things that they are throwing around here all the time.
You need to be extremely cautious. Yeah. Nogal.
Right, Koro.
Dit wat die mense skryf is hulle se story.
En ek het julle mos gesê, like if I don't screen the comments, during the conversation, then sometimes we are both surprised when I read them, because I'm also seeing it for the first time. Ja, ons almal kremos, sê Korosa. Kerelkind, jy moet abou. Brianna, môre julle, Jurgen Geise. What is romantic about creme? Jehovah. Klink so slik. Oh man. Wat mense so.
Check it out, toppies. Check.
Hold on,
check it as Marco. When okay, and they are, just for your information, these guys are older than me. Ne? Like musiekkinders aan.
Yes.
Hey, kom hier zo. Kom hier zo.
I know that move, yes.
Hey.
There was Moskama Yellows a pickup line in the 90s of in the 80s.
En het sê, het jy ook hierdie goede, of maak jy ook hierdie goede?
Ja, mos, kom, vryf begin in die hand.
You saw, with the thumb in the palm of somebody's hand, it's disgusting. A guy did it to me one time.
Oh, Mukuru Anje. En?
Ek het hom gevloek.
Toe ruk jy jou hand weg.
Ek het my hand weggeruk.
Yeah, such
Top government official.
Stop being homophobic.
Nee, it's not being homophobic. Oh, so how do you attribute it to homophobia?
It's a ek was mos be at the event on Saturday. You saw where we were sitting was at the event Friday. Daarvoor by die stage.
Yeah.
Yes. So we went out to go buy drinks and no one's come stop there. Just getting sidetracked for a little while, guys. Don't mind us. Yeah, no one's come. I come sit so. My wife is sitting, and one of the other girls is sitting next to her, and then there's a guy sitting next to the other girl. Now the guy's a gay guy. Now obviously I'm telling the girl, beweeg jy daai kant toe want ek wil mos langs aan my vrou sit. Hier haak daai chaka. Ai, wat 'n homofobie goed is die. Hoekom wil jy nie langs my sit? Dit was kam was ek daai tyd. Dis ek daar. En Jesus was so grap. Ja, is like, ja.
Oh, Jesus mos daar gesit.
Hy is seker van sy sexuality nie. So kom I'm like, "Mkoro anje, wat het ek gesê kom maak tog."
Shines.
Yeah, but it's all fun and games.
Go get Maria, please. Can you just go and get Maria?
Roviera saying Neville Bason in Cubase Namibia, laat die Shines verbykom en vir Bossia kom sing. Shines saying, Nani Kama, you guys must book him. Ever since he started singing for people on the show, people have stopped booking him for birthdays. Ek sal net praat, die goed dat julle hier agter in die agtergrond gesels. Me, I'm going to put everything on air today. Ek het just... Oh, is that what you were talking about?
Bastanji. Yeah. Just go get Maria, please. Yeah.
Rob Viera is saying, "Hey, Maria walked out before even walking in." Yeah. Kom toch, Maria, says Brianna Roxy. Please don't do that to Maria.
Jy sal vir Maria om verskoning vra.
We turn up to see her
Tog nie.
talking, please, Cubase.
Yeah.
Carlton van Staden. Once again.
Ekwi. Yeah.
Carlton van Staden, November Babies as Moshuka products van die 14de February.
Okay. Oh, 14 February. Okay.
Ek is ook in November.
July, August, September, October, November. Is jy ook in November, baby? When?
On the 24th.
Oh, okay.
Natangwe Ipinge Shikongo. Cuba is a bully so far. I'm not a bully, guys. Hold up. Franklin Lobster. Guys, where's Maria? Don't worry, she's going to come. Moro Cruz says Joanna T. and Benjamin. I haven't seen your name in my comments in a while. It's good to have you back. At least we are products of love. Bradley K. Bokovic. Cuba is klank gesê. Let me take the shades of you.
Ja, asseblief. Mense dink jy's gatjwala.
My vrou het my blou oë geslaan. Julle ken mos hoe julle pogters. Ja, Cuba is klink geseep het sê. Wat gaan aan broer? Sy tong sleep en hy hakkel so sy praat. Is this because I'm wearing shades you are starting to hear these things that are not there?
Hey, hakkel.
Lily Nita Festus Q, just apologize bro, bring madame terug.
I say, yeah.
She's still on the kitchen eating eggs.
Sal oorkom.
Orestus, birthmark e Congo. Morning, and where is my girlfriend?
Yeah. Fra. No, don't ask me. Ask Cubase. Yeah.
Apparently she's eating croissants and frappuccino. I have no idea what any of those things are.
You've never eaten croissant?
Croissant?
Yeah.
What is a croissant?
Croissant is a French bread.
Oh, then why don't you just say bread?
No, it's a croissant.
It's a bread.
Bread is English. Croissant is a specific bread en France.
But I'm not eating it in French. I'm eating it in English.
No. So English is better than France.
I don't know France. I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I only know English.
We say ovi cookie because it's Inochirero.
Yeah, but you say fat cook.
Yeah, which is Afrikaans. Okay, so
And bread is bread.
yeah, and
I know what
Croissant
I know
is-
what the croissant is, man.
yeah,
I'm just
I know.
frappuccino is like some type of coffee, right?
Okay. Yeah, cappuccino, frappuccino, it's Italian. Whatever.
All right. Kangela Sobi, guys, I have a question. We spend a lot of money on our our budget on Ministry of Defense. Now we have this problem with BDF. Why our NDF can't act now and fire back? Because a lot of billions goes to NDF. It's time now that they do something to this BDF. They have killed our people. 37 in total is too much. All right, let's talk about this issue.
Yeah.
It seems like I don't know. It doesn't seem like the tension is diplomatic, but certainly from the Namibian public, there seems to be an outcry for some form of retribution, which I do not understand.
Guys, you know what? And Cubase, you know, we've discussed this extensively on one of our WhatsApp groups where we're debating all kinds of issues. And it just seems like the rhetoric from a lot of people on our group is, we have to do something. We have to do something. So I'm like, guys, what do you want
Exactly.
to do? Tell me what. No, we can't let this thing continue. And I said, you know what? I do understand. Yeah, we are tired of talking. I said, what do you want to do if we can't talk to each other? Because if we are past debating an issue and if diplomacy fails, then what are we going to do?
Yes.
So my heartfelt condolences go out to that family.
To the family, yes.
It is really, really sad. And what I've read this morning in the paper, it seems like these guys were shot at close range.
Headshots, execution style.
Headshot, it's execution style. If these guys were shot execution style, if it's headshots, you didn't find any. What does a poacher normally carries with him?
Weapons.
Weapons.
Yes.
An axe, a tongue,
A gun.
pliers, a gun,
Yes.
a panga,
What are
machete.
these guys pouching without weapons?
Oh,
Poaching,
yeah,
come up pouching.
Yeah. So I've seen some videos of these guys fishing the specific deceased, and people are saying these immigration officials, there are immigration officials on the other side who know that these guys are fishing in the area.
Yeah.
And there were comments yesterday that I read, you know, all over the place where people say it's a normal practice for people to fish sometimes at night. Why? I don't know. I don't live in that area.
Yeah.
But even when we go and hunt for gemsbok or kudu, sometimes we do it at night or just before dawn or whatever. Why did they not arrest these guys? If there was a suspicion that they were poachers.
You know, like I was saying as well, right? Or like you were saying rather, we're not really familiar with the area and the situation in the area. But then you need to consider the fact that even if maybe there were immigration officials that knew that, you know, these guys can fish at night, you don't know whether the army officials who actually
Or patrol the area.
yeah, whether they were aware that there are people who would be fishing at night. The story from you know the Botswana Defense Force is sketchy, to say the least.
It's very sketchy.
Yeah, it's sketchy. Doesn't really seem to be adding up. But what are we hoping to achieve by stoking the fires? I do not understand. I see even in the New Era today there is an article basically chronicling Namibia's military power. And we are ranked the 11th weakest in the world. From 100
Is it?
Yes.
Kom ek sit nog hier naby jou.
From 138 countries, I think we are ranked 128 or something like that. So, it's not a coincidence that this was in the newspapers this morning. You guys seem to be flirting with the idea of war with Botswana, or some form of or some other form of conflict with Botswana, which is not going to be good for the entire SADC region.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago when we had a standoff with Botswana regarding the Kasikili Islands.
Kasikili, yes.
And that was, I think it was at the time when Tatekuru was still the president. And it was very, very, very tense at that specific time. And we started hearing that Botswana is ordering tanks from either Norway or Denmark, tanks in numbers for the Kasikili Island issue or whatever. I vaguely remember this. And so the cross-border tension was really, really it really made us sit up. And again, now we have this situation. And again, back then, there was no social media. We got social media now that can obviously inflame,
spread the news quickly, and of course inflame tempers as well.
Hey, we don't need a war. Please, there are people who are saying, this NDF, they must show now who they are.
What do you think is going to happen to the Namibian economy if we were to go to our already ailing economy? You know how much money is going to leave the country?
Just to buy weapons.
Yeah, and even people who are moving their investment because the region is unstable.
Hey, Prachi.
Exactly. And do you think border war with Botswana is going to end in 1 week, just 1 week or 2 days of shooting and it ends? Think before you guys make some of these utterances. These things are irresponsible. Onze plaas is daai kant, daar sien jy nie. Ek moet my beeste gaan protect. Yes, my broer. So ek gaan vat maar ook my 3003 julle.
No, I think guys, obviously, you can air your opinions.
Yes. Now we welcome your opinions, all of them.
We welcome
like
your
to hear,
opinions. Let's hear about it. Obviously, that's the talk. That's the topic everywhere at the moment.
And you guys remember, like the BDF, one of the comments or one of the part of the statement that I read was, they were protecting their sovereignty and territorial integrity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What was the reason our police force gave for shooting Zimbabwean national Babuan talent Black?
Yeah, that's
who we sent back in a box, mind you, in a car, like from here to Zimbabwe. I don't remember Namibians being this enraged.
Yeah, I guess we're looking after our own.
I don't remember Zimbabwe talking about, yes, these Namibians are like stoking this war talk, but it's something we've been flirting with for a while now, since before last year's elections. The term has been thrown around recklessly a lot.
I remember, and I think there was a war between Ethiopia and Eritrea for quite a number of years.
Yes.
Border countries. The devastation that caused in that region. And sometimes it seems like tension still flares up between Ethiopia and Eritrea now and then. Mense, julle wil nie. Let's, let government, let diplomacy be, that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
But, gaan skiet paintball, laat jy verstaan wat ek sê.
Let diplomacy prevail, right? Botswana, like, it's also an important cog in this SADC
economy.
Yes.
Yeah, not true.
Yes. Joel Dashing Joe Nambuli, you want NDF to go and open fire because of our people breaking Botswana laws? That's the question. Stefan is saying, I knew it. I don't know. What did you know, Spence? Inombande is saying, why are some people wearing sunglasses? Come on, always in high time. Hey, lie now. No.
Listen, I also just came in the studio and I saw this sunglasses. And yeah, who am I? Who am I to give people words here in the studio?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for Tigasini.
yeah. I don't discriminate.
Is she Quentin van Rooyen?
Yeah.
You can't tell me anything.
Verstaan jy?
Unless you are Quentin van
That
Rooyen.
is why I keep my mouth shut. Sê laat die mense hulle se brille dra.
At least it gave you guys something to talk about for a little while.
Verstaan
Frankie
jy?
Mbula, what will we gain from firing back? Good question. It's a good question. You must ask yourself that. BDF will blow Namibia in seconds. That is also not true. It's not going to be quick and fast.
Kyk,
It's going to
kyk,
hurt
nee.
both countries.
Kyk, so wat 'n man nou in die wind gesoek nie.
Yeah.
Verstaan jy? Wie is hy?
It's Erasi, EK. Erasi.
Erasi nee. Moenie vir ons in die wind soek nie. Hoor jy pa mon pepo? Ja. Is nou kama om jou te sê. Dit sê if two guys have it. It's it jy wat jou ma gevloek het.
Hy check you nie.
Hy check jou nie kan.
Wat sal jy sal net los.
Wat sê jy man? Jy sal net los. Moenie daai goede begin. Don't start stories like that.
Yeah. Roviera, there is a funny sound in the background. Try moving the mics. I know it's not on this end. I would have heard that one. Like I didn't hear that one. Morokoning's daughter, Jürgen Geisep, the government must stop being cowards and take on Botswana. It's not the first time that BDF killed our people under the guise of illegal poaching. Even if that were the case, the amount of force they used was uncalled for. It goes against all policies of international law. We must demand for an inquiry. Babu and Black, guys, don't forget. Don't forget. There was no good reason to shoot somebody driving away from the police.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
What was the explanation for that again? What Namibian laws was he breaking? Ethel Koning's daughter, where is rich auntie? She must say when she leaves the group, man. Now we are wondering, rich auntie is watching the show from the back office. Jürgen Geisep, the question that we should ask is what hold Botswana has on our government? Why are we quick to accept and move on? And then Jürgen is saying, he continues to say, Botswana can be held responsible under international law. We can find relief in those courts. Besides being the 11th weakest, remember Botswana has the U.S. Army in their borders. It's one of the biggest U.S. Army bases in Africa, and in SADC most certainly is in Botswana. So yeah. Anyway, Roviera, y'all do know that NDF will come second to be. Okay, anyway. Also, why would we want to instigate war? Have you thought of what might happen? You have kids and children. A keyboard warrior, right? Because believe me, when things go south, you won't be there shooting a gun. So forgive and move on. At night, anything is possible because that is the exact time people rest in peace, as well as their mother who passed on from the shock. Condolences to the family.
Hey, there's another element to that, eh?
Yeah.
I understood last night that the mother of these men passed on. Sheer heartache.
It's really a dark time for the family. For that family, it's a dark time to lose two sons or daughters, but in this case, two sons, and then to lose the mother also. It's
3 sons.
Yeah, 3 sons. And a cousin?
Yeah, and a cousin.
Yes.
4 guys.
So this is 5 people from the same family.
4 people from the same family.
But the cousin is most also from the same family.
Yeah.
now.
Okay, and then with the mother now. 5.
Yeah, 5 people from the same family. It can't be easy. It can't be easy. So condolences to that family. Nicanor Victor, a quick search on Google keeps telling me we are the number 7 weakest military in the world. Could that be translated to us being peaceful too? But why are we Googling how strong our military is? What? What's a war games is Jeremiah Bieser? This is not a Call of Duty, guys.
Yeah, there's no Call of Duty.
We spoke about this yesterday. This is not like you restart the level when you lose and now you know there's a guy standing around that corner. It does not happen that way in real life.
If you're gone, you're gone.
If you're gone, you're gone, guys. And are you willing to risk the infrastructure that we're already struggling to build and to maintain? Like, have you seen how war-ravaged countries look like? Come on, guys.
Go, instead of go to Google how strong our army is, go and Google to see.
Volume. Okay.
Google and see what Syria looks like at this moment in time. Okay.
Yeah.
There are images of Syria that you will clearly see what the devastation of war of over 10 years has done to that country. So, gaan kyk julle maar. Then you will quickly understand.
Voor julle met hierdie comments is so aankom.
Yeah.
Anyway, the mic is. So, sit him down.
Oh, okay. That's it.
No, I was saying I think the suggestion of Mike, the suggestion of war is really just to express the discontent at the situation. I mean, that's, to some people, that's conflict resolution. Let's fight. Fire with fire. But I mean, I think, let's not take it as face value. I think what is being expressed is that this issue has been going on for too long, and it seems like it's largely ignored. And the question is, what can be done? And I think, obviously, anything is a SADC country. Everything can be discussed. Everything can be spoken about. But we can't have... our country can't look to have like a very lax approach to their own being killed. First of all, the Botswana has tried to paint these people as poachers with no proof.
Yeah,
Obviously, they're trying to justify the murder in cold blood.
Yeah.
So they're fishermen. It's come out they're fishermen. Now, whether they're allowed to be fishing in the Chobe River or not is another question. But I mean, in times of like this, where there's hunger, where people are trying to survive, where people are trying to get food to eat, it's not far-fetched that people will go into a river and fish, possibly at night, because they obviously want to go undetected because of the Botswana Defense, BDF?
Yeah, BDF.
Because of the strong hand that they have, where they just they shoot first and ask questions later. So it's also not unbecoming that people would try to fish at night to avoid detection. In any event, they should have been arrested if that's what it is. They were not armed. There were no signs that they were poachers. And
something is playing.
And the fact that I think people are expecting leadership, even if it's just to speak out and say, we're trying to resolve this. We are meeting with the leadership of Botswana and discussing how we can, mitigate this issue, like conflict resolution, not war. It doesn't have to be war. Of course, war is an extreme. But like, what are we doing to resolve? Because it's been happening. This is the first time we're hearing, for some people it's the first time, but this is not the first people that were killed.
Somebody mentioned like 37 people
yes,
so
it's
far.
in excess of 30. And at some point it needs to be addressed. It can't continue being ignored. And then the president of Botswana comes here at the independence celebrations and it's like as if nothing is happening between. No, there is tension there. And it's unfortunately that's largely happening to a community in that side where it's a minority group. I think if it was Bambus being killed, maybe there would have been more responses. I'm sorry, but it is. It just seems like that.
Yeah.
It's a minority group. Maybe that's why we seem unbothered, but it's not right.
I want to understand the situation up there. The Chobe River, is it like a shared border between Namibia and Botswana?
It is. It is a shared
That's what I
river.
wanted to ask.
It's a shared river.
But
It's obviously everybody has their side.
Okay, so I mean, in this situation, we were the guys were fishing in Botswana waters, technically.
Yes, basically they were fishing in Botswana waters.
The thing is just the little that I do understand between cross-border relations. If I would stand there right there on the riverbank of, let's say, there in Rundu, okay, and I can see Angola right across that river. I can clearly see Namibians and Angolans, vice versa,
Moving back and forth.
Okay?
You're not supposed to say that it's illegal to move back and forth where there's no border crossing. Okay, in any case.
But I'm not saying that we.
My fellow Africans. It shouldn't actually.
It's fellow
be an
Africans,
issue,
okay.
you know.
And Maria, what I was saying earlier, before you came into the studio, it would be something else, you know what, if they found these guys, let's say an axe, weapons,
Yeah.
machete, pangas, what.
There was no sign that they were poachers.
Yeah, and that would be a clear sign that they are poachers.
Yeah.
And if you, and what one of the dailies are saying today is that these guys were shot at close range, headshots, execution style. So if you shot somebody execution style, there was a discussion between us. Wat maak julle hierso?
Yeah, what are you doing? Here?
What are you doing here? Huh? It's something else if you shot somebody from afar,
From
through
a
the
distance,
chest.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, then you assume it's poachers. But they knew what they were doing. That's what it seems like.
Look, I don't think, like I was saying, I don't think the story from the BDF is straight. Like at this point in time, I think they're feeding us like sort of what they
nonsense.
think like is the best version of events that they can give us at this point in time. But still, what would you like our government or our leadership to do?
Yeah, that's the question.
To sit at a table and talk about it. That's what we want. Find solutions. How do we deal with this issue? Yes, for them, poaching is an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, that's maybe something we are largely ignoring. They do have a poaching issue, and they are guarding their what do you call it, their conservation, whatever, very heavily. We know that. But it cannot be at a cost of lives, just, shoot whoever. We have, on the other side, we have a lot of Zimbabweans coming in. We have a lot of Angolans coming in. We even have people from Botswana coming in. Illegally, by the way, when I'm talking about coming in, I'm not talking about through immigrations. Talking about people crossing borders, jumping borders, going through rivers to get on the other side. But we're not gunning them down. Okay, and when we do something like where the police, we saw this video with the police whipping the
Zambians.
Is it Zambians, right?
It looked
So
like
Zambian
Zambians.
or
It's
Zambians.
Zambians.
This cross-border refugees or whatever.
Yeah.
We called it out because it's not correct.
Yeah.
And the Inspector General spoke out and said they're looking at actions against the people that did those whippings.
Yeah.
Because we understand it's a sensitive. We're fellow Africans. We're Africans, man. We are like brothers. And whatever else, and yes, I understand that conservation is something else and poaching is a serious crime. But in this case, what happens then when you get it wrong? When you're killing innocent fishermen under the assumption that they're poachers, and the only reason you did it is because you didn't ask questions. Then at some point, even the Botswana government has to be able to account and say, you know what, oops, we made a mistake and we do apologize and we'll try to rectify for future. But if everybody's just sticking to their guns, that's not going to help.
I think the statement from State House was that the two countries are forming sort of a joint investigation.
Yeah.
After he spoke to his Botswana counterpart.
I was meeting the family today, and that, in
Yesterday.
our
Yesterday.
Yeah,
They
met
met yesterday.
yesterday. And I mean, in our culture, you can see it as a cousin, but that's a mother losing 4 sons.
Yes.
In our culture, because that's her son as well.
Yeah.
So, are we surprised that she died due to grief? No, of course not.
But tensions in that particular area have been kind of high since the whole Kasikili issue.
Yes. Quite high.
Yeah.
Quite high, and we need to find some common ground as to how we can deal with this. And maybe just to add what you were saying earlier, Maria, I sincerely hope that the idea of these guys, I mean, they know more at this moment in time, but I sincerely hope the intention was not to fish illegally in Botswana waters, because.
And how do you make a distinction anyway?
I understand.
You know what I mean? It's like
I fully understand.
That's like if it's a shared river, I don't get.
But
I think it's because they got onto the other side.
Yeah.
That's why when we're saying Botswana, I think they
they docked on Botswana
on
land.
the Botswana side.
Yeah. And that's the unfortunate situation, because they would find any reason to explain them to the authorities or to whoever that these guys were on our side and it was 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, and 1 o'clock, and they are poachers. So this is what we did. and that's the sad part of it. I don't live there. I've never been, at the Chobbe River side. I don't know in terms of conduct, what they're supposed to do, what they're not supposed to do, etc., etc. But still, these guys, they lost their lives. Phew.
It was unnecessary. It was uncalled for.
Ah, man.
What do they call it? Excessive force.
Excessive force.
Yes. Shooting 4 unarmed men. I'm sure they were not shot all at the same time. It was one after the other. That is excessive force. It's excessive force.
And I see Joseph. Ek sukkel altyd met daai naam.
Josephson.
What is Joseph saying the previous name? Shucks. Just go back to Shucks. Okay. Shucks is saying any Botswana in Katutura would just want to talk. You say this is the problem. This is you guys are already going down the wrong rabbit hole. What does a Botswana citizen in Namibia have to do with anything that the BDF is doing?
Owen's.
And this is a war you really don't want to start, just by the way, Namibians. And Botswana and Namibia are very comparable in terms of population size, in terms of economy, in terms of demographic, in terms of makeup. I mean, the only difference is they're landlocked, whereas we have sea. But otherwise, almost everything on point to point, Namibia and Botswana is very much comparable. So if we start attacking our African brothers and sisters in Namibia from Botswana, and they start doing the same, because we also have Namibians on the other side. I currently have friends living in Botswana and Namibians. And they start doing the same at the other side. And look at our both with the very young populations. Talking about 2.5 million, both sides. Trust me, this is not something you even want to
Ons sal mekaar opskiet. Dis nie reg nie.
You don't want to control. The only difference is Botswana has never been to war. They're not colonized, right?
I know.
Yeah, I'm not saying it makes them weak. I'm just saying it's they've never had to experience any war in their country.
But they just took out a plant fighter.
You
know what? These people have never been to war. I'm just saying. Okay.
But they can't make Kwanyama. The Kwanyamas, they want to take up arms. They want a challenger like Botswana.
Luister. Die Kwanyamas is old plant fighters.
No,
net rus.
In all fairness, it's not something we want to even start or even end. So don't do that.
I'm sure there are other ways around this situation. Like we can find another solution. Come move down. Okay, Botswana officials are very strict with their laws and see Namibians as very lenient, which we sort of are. We are one of the most liberal countries in Africa. Maxwell Shihero, Botswana messed up here. Clear case of shoot first, ask questions later. Yes, that is true. I think we can all admit that the conduct of the Botswana Defense Force does not leave a lot to be admired here. But the solutions that you guys are coming up with so far have been a bit short-sighted. Asino Kambikiti Erastus, we can't fight them. Tour the mense man.
That means talk say
Kama, or is their tour also stronger than ours?
I googled it and I saw the ranking. Our witchcraft ranking was, I think, number 4 globally.
Maria's stuff. Everybody's googling Kama our army strength. Maria's like, no, how strong is our witchcraft?
What's that image that? And unfortunately for them, they're playing with those Katima Airways mense. Spelling.
The cousin was saying on the news last night that the same people from BDF have been buying fish from those same victims for years now.
Oh, up, man.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I'm saying there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle that we might not entirely have to see the full picture. But I don't think you can look at this anyway and think the BDF were acting admirably.
It's about fishermen, by the way. It's like that's what you grow up as, like fishermen. So you start, how to track the fish, what fish at night, the best one, which region that you find them at a certain hour. These are fishermen. They have experience. So it's really it's not unbecoming that they would fish at night.
It makes me think of the situation that we that Palestinians are facing in Israel at the moment, because the Israeli government has been killing Palestinian fishermen for years on end, because they are only allowed to fish in the Gaza Strip at up until a certain point. But these people are so much cut off in terms of supplies, and the area that they are basically squeezed in where they can fish, that there's no fish left. So if they cross that, a certain line, they get killed. I think the Israeli government only now, I think a few weeks ago, a month or two ago, allowed them to extend their fishing borders for Palestinians to fish.
Talking about the Palestine and Israel issue is like a whole 2-hour show.
Nee, just two or three.
There are a lot of things not okay with that situation. So, of course, focus my.
Nee, I just thought I
Maria,
mentioned that as a side issue.
Yeah, I understand. Maria Mamsi Mata, I see you are happy because now Maria is in studio most. Anyway, she says the Botswana government should pay for funeral arrangements to show how sorry they are. This is not right. Exactly. Just like how we put Fabuan Black on a plane and make sure he got to his family safely.
Ooh.
Psych. We put him on a car in the hot sun.
People are comparing the two. Even yes, yeah.
I mean,
Rovera's
I don't know if it's comparable, but anyway.
Comparable in the sense that it's somebody killed by government officials.
I understand, but this government official thought they were killing a Namibian. Not that it matters.
Yes,
in
even
the grand scheme of things, not that it matters.
Yes.
But I'm saying is, I don't think necessarily the two situations are comparable. That's just my opinion. He didn't know, I'm killing a Zimbabwean. These guys knew they were not killing fellow Botswanas.
Wait, there are no other Botswanas in that area where the Namibians
At
were
close
shot?
range, a conversation would have happened as you guys established.
Which they are not admitting to. Anyway, Asino Kambikiti Erastus, we can't fight them to... Oh, no. I'm supposed to be moving up, not down. Liz Richards. Fishing at night is normal, all right? The women at the market sell fresh fish in the morning. Fishermen are at work at night. We share the Zambezi River with Zambians, are found this side but are not shot at. The same BDF always cross to buy fish from the Namibian fishermen. Maria, you go girl, truth be told. Brianna Roxy Haradois. Q, how do you compare a Zim citizen driving away from patrol with a close headshot? It is not the same. To us, it's not the same. To the Zimbabwean family of Mr. Black, it's still a citizen being shot by police in a foreign country.
Yeah.
Anyway, Josephson Nanyemba, this is the... This is the what? Hey, Botswana is going to take back their taxis. Thank you, Botswana. David Sanderos.
Ons draai nie meer dankie Botswanas nie.
Ja, boycott. Ja. Sal nog van Zimbabwe koop. Hierdie Chinimbi het ook 20, 30 karre verkoop in die familie.
Damon Chandra, Oom Neville, with all due respect, jy sit op rich aunties se spot mes.
Ek weet ja.
Sodat ek het laat gekom.
Kanjela Sovi, yes Neville, you are right. Things never happened before in Rundu, where we are sharing a border between Angola and Namibia. People move freely. We are all in Africa, and it's SADC.
Yeah, we really do away with borders. It's the most nonsense concept in Africa.
Wag eers Maria.
It's about Europe doesn't have borders.
Wag eers.
And they're doing okay.
How does Europe not have borders? They don't have borders.
No, you can move if you have a Schengen. If you are Portuguese, you can move from Portugal to Spain. You can drive on the highway into
they
the
have
next
the
country.
Eurozone was.
Yes.
We
And he really doesn't think there's nothing wrong with what he's doing.
It's fine. Nah.
Video
we would have just stopped and watched you also without saying anything. I think probably the only drawback, at least in my opinion anyway, is because there's so many unstable regions in Africa. That's why we are so afraid of just opening up borders everywhere. Yeah.
Open our borders.
But I guess that
We
is
can strengthen each other in the region.
That's for sure. I mean, if the U.S. was just 51 different countries, they wouldn't be the superpower they are now.
Yeah.
So I get what Maria is saying as well. But the president did state that he has made contact with the Botswana president and that it is being investigated by both parties. What more is there to be done, Maria?
More bilateral agreements and cooperation, because I said it's not the first time.
Yeah.
We are responding to it now because it's in the headlines.
Yeah.
But why wasn't it addressed the first time it happened, or the second time, or the third, or the fourth, or fifth, sixth? And if we're just gonna sit and okay, on this Yamarnia, we won't do it again. There'll be a next time, and then what's gonna happen again? We're gonna forget this incident. I mean, it's a 15-second attention span, and we move on to the next news. And this will eventually happen again. So, I mean, it has to be clear on what is right, what is wrong, how we're going to mitigate these factors to ensure that both countries feel safe and protected. But to just gun down people, I mean, that's just nonsense. Even if they were poachers, just by the way.
Yeah, no.
Even if they were poachers, to just gun down people.
Yeah, I mean, we are still governed by laws. Even the Botswana laws are sure does not give the army the right to just gun down somebody.
Exactly.
Even somebody who's committing a crime, unless of course you're endangering the police themselves or the army themselves. Which is a whole other issue.
Yeah.
Ipepa Ndiamangu. They were not fishing in Botswana waters; it was in Namibian waters.
What were the police or the force doing on the Namibian
side?
Yes.
No, this guy's. What I understand, I stand corrected. Correct.
Execution style, headshots.
They docked on the
Botswana side.
So they could have been fishing on the Namibian side, but what the issue was that they docked on the Botswana side. But yeah, I guess everybody that was in that boat was killed. So who's really there to give their version?
Yep. No witnesses.
No witnesses, and it seems the Botswana side is not telling us the whole truth.
Brianna Roxy is saying, het julle die vroukie kwaad gemaak? Nee man, ouens.
Nee, Maria's nga.
Ja, Maria's kom.
Ek is mos hier om te abuse word. That's one thing about me. Not here to be abused.
Stefan James Arania.
Chinga. Kan ek jou 'n drukkie gee?
Goeiemôre Maria.
Nee, ek wil jou net 'n drukkie gee as 'n bra.
Just want to feel the warmth of my body.
Ja, kom ek gee jou nog net 'n drukkie man.
Coronavirus guys. Oh. Jeez.
Hey, Jay mense stryd los.
Nou kry ek ook 'n drukkie.
Nee, Jay.
I want to feel the warmth of my body.
Don't worry, I feel the chill from here. It's alright. I feel the chill.
Ice cold.
Christoph Kabanga.
Jay reg gemaak. As ek ook Jay was, nee. As ek daar gestaan het.
You must protest.
Ja.
You must protest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my humanity.
You must come sit and silent protest, mos.
Silent
protest is what works in the 20th century.
That's a quote, is a quirky young. The other family moet honger gaan.
We are all on hunger strike.
I'm protesting. Ek is kwaad, ek moet nou by die stoof gaan staan. En dat die mense kook wat my kwaad gemaak het. Nee, eet brood.
Jy is net soos die vrou by my huis. As jy kwaad is, die vrou by my huis. Ek het nie gesê watter vrou nie. As hulle kwaad is, hulle is kwaad. Is klaar.
What a pizza. What is a warini? This is, cooking is love.
No,
it's a labor of love.
No, you're right.
Yeah, she quote us. That's a labor of love.
Maar ons proe ook die kos.
You wouldn't even want to eat if she's angry. You think you're being poisoned. Laat die kinders eers eet.
Vat das jou kos. Laat die kinders eers te eet.
Maxwell Sierra is saying, I also want a hug, boy. Boy, do not hug. I'm at the end.
worry, I'll send you a virtual one.
Bluetooth hug.
Bluetooth hugger.
Yeah, Shax or Josephson, Cubase, just yesterday you said you don't apologize.
Yeah.
So you think it will change the family.
We had this discussion.
Best
So-
they should give the family just like a small 5 million.
Yesterday we had this discussion in studio because we were talking about the apology of Martin Shally. So the whole discussion was how open are you for apology? So me and Shines, we obviously say, you know what, if we are wrong about something, we will apologize. So as you walked out of here, we were asking him, so are you going to apologize to Maria? So he was the only one yesterday to say, hey, excuse me, I
Yeah,
never
but that's-
apologize.
That's not a new stance. That's always been his position. Says he doesn't apologize unless he means it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cool.
So it is your responsibility to prove to me that I'm wrong so that I can apologize. Okay, Braji, Gonteb Neville, Salni, waarom kos vandaag bij de huis gaan spelen? Oh, Shiri. Ja, away de rich auntie leek dan vandaag zoals Undertaker als een vrouw.
Ai.
Jij die knuckles niet, is niet een probleem, kind. You are a
Like, when
problem
you come
child.
up with these things. Maar it's waar. Actually, no, it's true.
Undertaker.
It's waar. Ik heb een serie type... What do you call this guys? The marshals?
No,
Kind
no,
of
no,
like
no,
a
no.
brownie marshal also, like the USA.
No. When I saw you walking in here,
Yeah.
you look like a paratrooper. There's
Yeah, the
those
trooper, that's
troopers.
what I'm trying. Yeah, the troopers.
Yeah,
this
trooper.
Thing. Anyway, that is actually what inspired this
Exactly.
hat.
This is
It's like a trooper hat.
Like
Yeah.
what do they call him? The Mounties or what? In Canada? The guys
Yeah,
on the
in,
horses.
in Canada they're the Mounties.
Yes.
But in the US you got the trooper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maar die hoedjes.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
ones who kill.
Like, can I see your license and registration?
Yeah.
Nigger.
They always look so real. They always look so real.
Letanda Pandula Shivute. Good morning, guys. You guys are always making my morning. Mara, let's address one thing.
What?
Hapotati Neville, why are you always touching rich auntie? You are too touchy lately.
Luister
My
net.
boyfriend ook van hierdie storie. En ek het jou mos klaar gesê.
Boyfriend moet sterk wees. Ja.
Check wat maak jy.
Ja.
You're antagonizing him now.
Ja. Maria, nou goed hè. Ja, net laat julle net weet. Ja.
Ons wil toch nie môre hoor Maria kom sê vir ons, guys, I can't be on the show anymore because it's starting to cause problems at home.
We were actually having, him and I, we were having this conversation yesterday. Maybe it just, I mean, now I'm thinking about it. It's like how the divorce rate in the Afrikaner community is very low, right? And so we're having, the thing is, we're having coffee and we're observing this Afrikaner couple coming out of a car. And
This is going to be interesting.
No, okay. So we're watching. So we're observing and different comment and see. Oh, we get it. She starts talking to us like she knows us, but they're usually very chatty and whatever. So as they walk away, I say, don't you find the Afrikaner dynamics very interesting? Like the men are usually quiet. They don't really talk a lot. The women are always the ones that are very jovial and loud and talkative and whatever. But traditionally, they give all of like the power. Like in terms of like who wears the pants and whatever to the men. Like you'll even see them when they're shopping. I was saying, and I gave example. You see them even when they're shopping for a car. It's like, oh, ek koop van die kar, maar nee, ek moet eers vir Jannie. Jannie moet eers die kar kom kyk en ek sal met my man praat. Well,
Yeah.
Everything is. I will talk to my husband. Kom ek praat eers met my man. Or any big decision, she has to run it by her husband. Even if she's paying. And maybe that tradition, and obviously Afrikaners generally marry other Afrikaners, so it's not like they have to struggle with the dynamics of upbringing because they understand it's the same cultural upbringing.
Brought up the same way, most
Exactly.
of the
But they're very traditional in that way where men are still very much seen as, that govern the home. They're given that authority by the woman. And for whatever reason, and if we look around the globe, where it happens, that's usually where the divorce rates are low. So it seems like really for marriages and partnerships to work is for the men to continue being given that like power, like the head of the house and the one that makes the big decisions and have almost traditionalist mindsets. But that's where you see like low divorce rates. So
It's so. Yeah.
yeah. No, it is. It's interesting. So I mean, I'm about women empowerment, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's when it comes to the home, that type of empowerment is not translating well for us. You know,
Verstaan.
it's really not. So, does it work better when we are still very traditionalist in the home?
I think it's down to the mindset of the men, especially. 'Cause most of them still cannot handle. I guess your partner wielding the same kind of power that you do.
But is that going to change anytime soon?
Maybe with the next generation. Maar Neville Gutta is klaar. Most of them, that is their way of life. That is the normal to them.
I guess how it works for me in my household is that the capital projects or capital decisions, the big ones,
The money decisions.
the money decisions as to which direction we are taking this family financially, that is my decision. The the decisions as to where we're gonna holiday, what kind of clothes the kids wear, schools, what's a cost eartons and whatever, I don't interfere there. If we go to a school meeting, schoolvergadering, I sit back, mevrou praat. I don't interfere there. So we'll strategize before we go to a school meeting. Nee, luister, kom ons maak so, kom ons wat. But when it comes to talking, I stand back. If we're gonna go buy a new car, I'll also stand back. Like, I'm making that as an example. I don't think I'm gonna buy a new car anytime soon. But if we're gonna go and buy the G-Wagon, I'll stand back. We've discussed this at home already. Gaan kyk hier na die car and we decide and then we take it from there. But she will do the talking. Power is enough here at the back. I don't need to exert any power to make anybody feel around here that
But do you appreciate that when you're given that
deference, basically, when it comes to decision making and stuff.
When she says,
she defers to you mostly.
Kom ek gaan praat eers met my man. Like, she's not making any decision without consulting her husband.
Yeah.
I mean, as a man, do you? Because I mean, when I was having this conversation, I mean, my partner was very clear. He says, no, it is nice. It's nice.
I appreciate it, but I don't want you to draw me into certain decisions.
Yeah, so
don't call me 5 times while I'm in a meeting, and when I finally pick up, luister, die vrou van die gordijnen is hier zo.
Okay, maar nou nie gordijnen.
You had to pick the worst example in the house.
I did that on purpose. No, I'm doing it on purpose. Die vrou van die gordijnen is hier zo.
Gordijnen?
Which color curtains must we choose?
No, okay, that is the worst example.
I'm like,
it's like,
Maria, make the decision. Why did you? Nee, ek wil net laat jy tog net weet. Ek said that's not my call.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the big financial decision.
No, that's some prat.
I think like in a partnership, especially, I mean, when it comes to especially big financial decisions that could impact the family one way or the other, the best option is probably to have the conversation with your partner. But I would also sort of, I mean, I wouldn't mind her deferring certain decisions to me, but then I also, like Neville, I don't want to be involved in everything. Certain things
the household
you can
running
take care
for
of.
the most part, I think they want the woman to.
My wife normally, like, and also because we sort of gotten to know each other really well over the time that we've been together. She sort of knows or can gauge the kind of decisions that I would definitely disagree with. And those are most likely the ones where she would actually first want to talk to me about it. If she knows, I know my husband won't have an issue with this, she's going to go ahead and tell me after the fact, like, oh, ek het so en so en so gemaak.
Kom ons vat 'n scenario van Maria, if I had an abundance of money, where money is no object in our household, maybe then I won't be that much involved into decisions mevrou is taking.
You might find that you're more involved in the decisions Mefuro is making.
If she has, also true, but I also do think that I'll have a little bit less control when there's. I just think I will have less control when there's an abundance of money.
When you're not worried about the money finishing.
I think if it's an abundance,
Yeah.
when it's usually abundance of money, there's money for her, okay, which she then can use how she wants to be, but it wouldn't be, like I said, like the big money decisions, like which property to purchase. Even if she can afford that property and she wants to buy that property, you find that traditionalist men still want to be consulted on that. Okay, babe, I want to buy a piece of property on my name, so I can build my portfolio. I'm looking at this 3-bedroom, but no, for her own
For
portfolio.
what portfolio?
If you have your own portfolio, then you will leave me.
Yeah,
You must
control
stay here.
makes-
it shall not be your portfolio.
There's only our portfolio which belongs to me.
Maria, for instance, somebody said it to me this one time. They say, if you really want to test
Empower her.
the sort of energy between a man and a woman, a husband and a wife, let them build a home together. And I'm not just speaking about figuratively, literally building a home together. Which furniture to choose, what paint on the wall, the architectural style, etc., etc. Couples fight. I'm telling you, I think like when we built a house about 5-6 years ago, and obviously the kitchen area, and this is what I tell my vrouw, whatever happens inside the house, I have no say. Please, you decide what you want, how you want the kitchen done, what. Maar jy kom nie buitekant nie. The entertainment area, you will not tell me what to do in the entertainment area. Jy sal eers vir my kom sê, I don't like the slash tone here, I don't like, jy, shut.
Maar wat van as hy dink, er is nog nie met die huis pas nie.
Nee, so it's my area.
So you had no say on the inside of the house? Not even the color of the kitchen?
Did you ever say on your wedding?
No.
Or did she choose the flowers? and
No,
the
she
gowns?
chose.
Yeah, some guys are
Ek
like
het-
That is her day.
I went to her wedding.
Yeah. Come on. I
showed up.
I was a prop at her wedding.
Good question. Good example. I remember when we got married. I said, wanneer troos?
Did she pick your suit for you?
No, at least I picked my suit.
You just give her a list of people that need to attend.
Yeah, no. She gave me a list of people that needed to attend. Okay, hier is onze familie en wat, okay. Okay, no, I'm just joking. But obviously the list, the attendance, that was mutual. But what the decoration was, what she wears,
The catering. All those things.
Mevrou het gebesluit, betaal jy klaar.
But the truth
And
is
you are
also,
proud to do it.
most guys do not really want to be getting into this. For instance, what is the floral decorations going to look like?
What
for
are
the
you gonna go look like?
You're sitting and they're talking about
The
no
cake, the color of the cake and flavor.
tulips and lilies. You don't even know what these flowers look like. You're just sitting there like an idiot in the conversation.
I saw the cake the day of my wedding. That's when I saw the cake. Oh. Okay. Oh, can we cut it now?
Yeah, most men are like. But it's interesting because as much as I am all these things, if I look at my dating history, in all honesty, it's funny that I've generally, maybe it's subconscious, that I pick traditionalist men, in a sense.
Yeah.
It's
the best men.
I
They are
don't
the
know why.
best.
I don't know why I.
You are
I
a traditional
gravitate.
woman
I'm not really traditional. I
inside.
wouldn't say that, but yeah, but I do. Like if I'm being honest, I never really dated men that were like,
Cosmopolitan nonsense.
yeah, very like progressive, you know, in
And I understand in what sense you're saying progressive.
yeah.
So, all of us want to be progressive.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, in that element that I'm talking in the household,
Yes.
yeah, it was still like, okay, I am the decision maker. I'm gonna decide the direction in which we move. Like, we will talk about it, but ultimately the last say is with me. And if you don't agree with you, try to convince me.
Yeah.
But ultimately the last decision lies with me. These are the men I've predominantly dated, and I've learned, what you learn to do is, I guess, if you're that woman that ends up that's either attracted to that or choosing that, you learn to mitigate that space. So what you learn to do is, like they say, he's the head, you're the neck. You just learn to how to drive
Turn
it
him.
up.
Yeah. Draai hy kant toe.
Yeah, you just become better at how do I control this decision without imposing myself.
Maria, jy het net 'n groot mond jy. Al die jare, jy het net 'n groot mond. Jou hartjie is so klein. If she dates a traditional guy who, like you do say, do traditional things, decision making, etc. Hierdie, okay, ons is sap.
Nee, is he altyd net as 'n some things I'll try to fight. Maar dit gaan sê, hey.
Like
Ek het klag gesê.
that like ding me know of the saying that we date our parents.
Yeah.
No. Like from what you tell us about your dad, not your father, your dad.
Yes.
He was traditional. He was liberal, but he was
Yeah.
also a very traditional man.
Yeah.
I think you sort of gravitate towards that
yes,
in
you
the
try,
guys.
yes, exactly. You try find men that are like your father.
Yes. I mean that's our first like for us it's our mom, and for the girls obviously the dad is your first superhero, your first love.
It was always obviously different for me because
He wasn't a man in the house.
So I never knew my father in my life.
But he's saying men choose women that are
So
like
is
their
Ali.
mother.
This is Ali. You know how much my mom's incessant skjalling used to annoy me.
Yeah.
And I vowed that I would never be with a woman like that.
Yeah.
Is carbon copy van my vrou. Carbon copy. What can I say, bro? Life happens while you're busy making plans.
But it's still relevant, the fact that some of you guys who probably grew up with both parents in your household, you obviously looked at your father and you're like, man, you know what? My father has certain values that's important to me, and you the same as much as your mother. So for me, it was different because I didn't grow up with my biological father. So I think later in life, when I sort of built a relationship with him and seeing him, and obviously I have a very good relationship with my siblings from my paternal side, and they would share a lot of character traits that my late father had, and then it would be, wow, okay, now I understand why I act like this, or why I do decision. This is my decision, or that's my decision. So,
but growing up, like with your father not being there, you had father figures around the house.
Oh yeah, I had uncles who
in the neighborhood. We were raised by society.
We were raised by society.
But I wanted to understand: is there similarities? Do you find that there's similarities between your mother and your mevrouw?
Oh yeah.
That's
exactly.
You end up.
Oh yeah. No. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. Sorry. Yeah.
Like, for example, if your mother was maternal, very maternal, you find that you will choose women that are also generally more maternal.
Even if you tell yourself those are not the women you want,
like,
somehow you just keep
maternal,
ending up with them. Yes.
You actually end up choosing. For me, for example, I find like my dad was a real gentleman, a real gentle soul. Like, yes, he was traditionalist, but he was more, the guys that don't talk too much. My mother was the yappy one, but he was always the quiet guy. When he spoke and everybody listened.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he was a man of few words. He really was a man of, and I find that those are the men I'm attracted to. I don't like talkative men.
Yeah.
I like men that are very, just
chilled.
Yeah, very chill,
Laid
very
back.
quiet. When they speak, yes, and they make those decisions. But for the most part, the still and calm. Yeah, those are the men I gravitate towards. But that was exactly because that was my father.
Good point. I could never date women who are come.
What is come?
Come, who don't talk.
Oh, come on, come.
Yeah, Vici. Hulle sit daar.
Maar jy moet die conversation uitkrap.
Nee, ek
Uitkrap.
Squeezing a conversation out of them.
My wife, mevrou, she's very talkative.
Yeah.
And I like her vibrancy.
Bubbly.
She's a bubbly character. And where people think I'm never, oh yes, she's very bubbly. You want I normally, when we are in our family setting, I'm the one pulling back.
Yeah.
I'm the quiet one. She basically, she rules the roost.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on.
Verstaan jy? So, but I can't, a quiet woman who doesn't express, yeah. Luister, are you okay? It's alright.
Maar that's partjie wat aangaan.
Hey! Hallo. Sorry, good one.
Yes.
Hey, I think I've met guys who go through this. The woman is not, she doesn't talk, she's non-communicative, very introverted. En dan zit ze net daar, po hoekie really. No, die oude, elke keer.
The jong is wifing na. Ai, moenie worry nie, sy is alright.
Die ander vroumense as in die kombes, hulle is kinders. Wat jy sit net daar in die hoek.
Po hoekie.
My man, maak toch klaar dat ons gaan.
Ja.
Nie my wyn. Read some comments, man.
Alright, let me see, where do I start?
Interesting.
There's so many that we have skipped. Braji, Gontep, Maria, besides Undertaker, you kind of look like American rednecks with your hoodie.
Ooh, and you know I'm blonde now, so you know I already look white.
Come on, you better redneck ook nice. Arnoldus, Karweb. For fish people are dying, Namibian government must send in its force to deal with this matter, man to man or army to army, because this make up in peace while people are dying, mothers are losing their breadwinners. You know what, never mind. Let me just move on. I like the way O'Neill puts it. Hy moet sterk wees, maar maybe Katima Airways got a little, we don't want a death that side again.
Hulle moet net gaan consult. Go consult with the people.
And welcome back to Mr. Ronnie. You've been missing in action for a while. Jimmy, the span had travel about. Yeah, good to see you in the comments again. Jan Jane, 100% Maria. I thought the same thing. I feel like whites are much more patriarchal.
Yeah.
Patriarch.
Yeah. But they are rarely banished for patriarchy. Right? It largely impacts blacks. It's why I doubt this Me Too movement. I feel like it's a Western agenda against black people, but white guys cheat, beat, and rape too. Yeah. When are they reported?
A lot of those things are kept within the community. I'm not here to say which. I'm not here to play like a racial war of like we are worse off or better off or whatever. No, I think for me this was just an observation that actually divorce rate is very low
in the white community.
In the community. That obviously doesn't mean that maybe it's because they are more tolerant than we are, and that's also not a good thing. For example, if you are tolerant of, let's say, abuse, that's also not a good thing. I'm not saying that's the reason. It was just an observation that I was sharing. But I find that they are very especially Afrikaners, very, very traditionalist. Very traditionalist. I don't know if now that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing.
Trou vroeg, jong.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You know, comparing them to the Mormons, is it more in the USA? Those people married like at 22, 23, but also very traditionalist.
Yeah.
Is it the Mormons? What are they called? Okay, anyway.
I think it's the Mormons.
Yeah, the Mormons, yeah.
The ones who do not like technology.
Yeah. Yes, those ones that live in complete isolation.
Yes.
Yeah. Women do stuff around the house. A lot of them are homeschooled. They go to their churches.
And they go.
I know, yeah.
Horse cutting.
Yeah. Yep.
Ek kom ry met my dankie Botswana.
Obviously,
does his cell phone.
I think because that community has strong historical links with Sweden. With the Scandinavian way of life.
Yeah. But then again, it's
Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
He is
A Mormon.
Yeah, he's a Mormon.
It's not okay in any circumstance to sort of look down or ridicule somebody else's beliefs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. Hans Dine Newman, Mans, they are ignorant for household things. When it comes to cars and Herreros cows, oh my God, they are first. Yeah, like honestly, why would my wife be there making cow decisions? She doesn't even know the names of the cows. I know all 300 of them by name.
I had a cow. I had a Brahman cow. She was very old. Maar sy het sulke lang horings. We decided not to cut her horns. En ons het haar altyd die trekkoei genoem. Because she walks in front.
Yeah.
Everybody follows her, the whole herd.
Always the first one to move.
Always the first one to move. And we called her OC. And we decided that one will not get slaughtered. OC will die. Nobody touches
A
her.
natural death.
Natural death.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Like a baby baby.
Amish community. Yes.
Amish.
Amish. Thank you
Amish.
so much, Linda. Yes, that's what we
Amish.
yeah.
Ronnie the Magnet, festive is naby, no praat julle oor geld. Los ons toch uit, man. Zak. Maxwell Shero, when I get married, mevrou must just tell me the date and color of the suit.
That's it.
Everything else, she and her
The
team.
color of the Thea wedding. Yeah.
Come on, everything else, she and her team, her friends, they can decide and just organize. Brad G saying my wife can talk about any space inside the house, but when it comes to the garage,
Dankie.
I have the last say.
Dankie.
Garage is no karamos, no.
Yeah.
Maxwell says, I think most women don't like talkative men because the talkative men will not give her a chance to tell her stories. That's why I don't know. Yeah. You don't want to compete. That's a belief.
Yeah, I'm like, oh Neville, yeah, she can do everything but the garage, gym, yard, and my man cave.
Yeah.
That is my territory.
Kom ons bly net na Sam.
Hey bro, jy
Asseblief.
gaan op holiday, dan kry jy die man cave as 'n nursery gemaak.
Because even when it comes to the utensils, borde, messe, virke, she decides what color the plates in the house is,
Yeah,
what kind of glasses to... What do you want to go and fiddle with nonsense like this?
Presies.
Asseblief, the potter, whether it's argilla potter or what kind of... Let her decide stuff like that.
Je moet net betaan.
Ja. Kom maar, haal net uit my bro.
Yeah.
Wat was ons? Chicken. Ai, hou op julle man met mekaar. So anyway, Dion Chim Sizzle, Maria doesn't like talkative men because she's the one that talks most.
Je kent mos.
But that's mos no so.
Yeah. Huh? Honestly, do you want to be sitting with your wife on the sofa and you're the one who's talking the whole time? And say, yeah, net.
Just be a good listener because I can talk.
You know all we have to do?
Skin.
En die probleem met julle, ne? Die dag wat die vrou stil is.
No,
Wat gaan
that,
aan met is wat gaan
Yes.
that was me yesterday.
So right. Stel is right, but you
Does
know,
it- does it
like,
noise
no,
in
I'm
here?
just
Is that going
nothing.
on?
Ek wil net stil wees. Nee. It's a, something must be wrong.
Is she okay?
Is she okay?
We're used to making those. What does...
Listen. What happened yesterday? Hey, as het geskrik. So I'm having a lunch appointment with Amos
Yeah.
around 1 o'clock. So we're going to a restaurant down in Kleinwindhoek. So me and Amos walk in, and just as we look on our left-hand side, Mevrouw is sitting there with her best friend. And we're like, hey! Oh!
We're like, oof.
Thank goodness I'm with Amos.
Ja. So ek en Amos, maar toe kahama po hoekie. I was like, hey, my broer, hey, is goed, nee? We are together today. No. so we decide, ek gaan nie oor na my vrou toe nie. So later on, we walk over to her. Said, like, hallo. My vrou is net, As jy net met iemand anders hier so gekom.
That was it on.
I extremely. Ek het geskrik al. Ek het geskrik.
Yeah, but that is scary, bumping into my vrouw somewhere where you're not expecting her. Even when you're not doing anything wrong.
Hey, voor wat maak jy hierso?
First, begin check je, young. Are there any SMSs on my phone? Who am I with?
Amos, are we waiting for a third person? Daar iemand wat voor ons komt join. Tell that person not to come.
I really put myself, I sort of visualized myself in that position. Like I walked in there with a woman and Mafro is sitting there with a friend in the corner. What do you explain?
To dodge.
No, you
Yeah,
dodge.
dodge.
Just run away.
Dodge. It's easier for us to go argue about it at home. Not in the restaurant.
Not
Dodge.
in the restaurant. So, Mafro will walk over to us.
Oh,
So, sorry no, hierso. Wie is hierdie? Verduidelik gou hierso. It's a colleague. Hy moet korwanje. Nou, daar's mos 'n kantien by die werk. Hoe kom
No,
jy
waar
hierso?
bij Trasco werk je? Hoe lang is je bij Trasco? Wat is het department? Wat is jouw naam? En van?
Van wanneer heb je J lunch met jouw colleagues?
En wanneer laat het Jay
Is
vir
er niet een
my?
kantine bij die werk?
And when was the last time you took me out for lunch? You're always busy.
So, Bori, you are busy with your colleagues.
Hey, wena.
I'm busy the whole time.
So any plans I had for the future concerning a restaurant is klaar nog.
Ze gaan eten weer.
Ek gaan nie weer.
Martin Jr. Mwatevi. Interesting. Crew record the live that will enable us to watch it later. We always do. It's always, even last month's shows are still on the Facebook page. They are also all on the YouTube channel, Informanté's YouTube channel. You can go check all that out. Yeah. So if you want to binge watch the morning mix this weekend, you can put on like 2 months worth of content and just have it play the whole weekend. It's all there for you.
We got a month to go, eh?
Yeah, we've got about a month to go before we go on holiday. Season 2 is going to be much greater, by the way, guys. We've got so many nice
Not
things.
season 3 coming up.
Season 3.
Yeah, no.
Yo, mocho.
I know it's season 3, but somebody said season 2 yesterday, and I didn't want to correct them, so we just went with it. Like Donald Trump and his press conference. In front of a landscaping company. Yeah, but this guy is like clueless. Kom eens, Chief.
Lees nog 5 comments, dan gaan ons. Die mense comment.
I see 5 comments here.
That's 5. That's 20.
Anyway, you offered to help reading comments today. Now you are
Maria,
you are
lees dat.
I
instructing
should
me.
say a quiet woman is a dangerous woman.
That's it.
Ik weet niet what that means. Brad G. Gonteb says we should never underestimate the power of any woman. Ons as man
Kom
kom
laster,
laster.
ja.
Kom ons bly net en ons ban.
That is true.
Ja, Rovera, ek skiet jou doof.
Ja, Roy, excuse you ook, though.
What is this person? What was it say? So Maria, no wonder. I know. I just see the response by Nanyemba, but I don't know what that person. Oh. Okay. Anyway, Maxwell, I think most women. Okay, now we already read that. Lucia says most of white people stay under one roof even when they are not together, while people move out very fast. Wat moet ons nog onder een dak?
Ja.
That's how entanglements happen. Those open relationship types of things.
So what did you guys say yesterday about kids, not raising kids for yourself? Because I say never raise your kids for yourself, and somebody's saying that's what they said yesterday or something.
Nee, man.
I think they could have inferred that from the conversation we're having about how children imitate the environment.
Okay, the comment was by Nag Baby says, so Maria, no wonder you are single. Van jy sê wil laste wees. What?
Oh, jy sê wil laste wees en jy sit op die man se kop. Yes, like
I don't know what that means, but anyway.
you have the last say.
Oh, okay.
And you're sitting on his head.
Yeah.
He allows me.
Come on, if he allows me.
Oh, you gotta try most.
It's like, oh, so you're okay
Hello,
with
hello.
That's what it is.
Sitting on the man's head is can mean other things also. But okay.
Anyway.
Still stuck about that. All right, can we go now?
Yeah, I think, there's nothing else here.
Yeah. 10 minutes before 10, it is time for us to
Our
cut the
cue.
show, yeah. We are back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Make sure you do not miss it. The morning is here on Informanté Radio. The show starts at 8, but we live stream from 8:15 and until about 10 minutes to 9, which is now, which means we got to go.
10 minutes to 9.
To 10. Sorry. Aye, it's simple mistakes, man. Jy ken toch. Oh.
Ek is nie môre hier so nie.
Man, toe gaan jy.
Los me eat.
Ronnie said, Cubase and Neville, you must let him know wanneer jy lunch. Ek kan mos nog nie saamkom nie. As Ronnie se vrou das dit, dan is dit 'n ander storie.
It's a problem. Come on, we don't want to walk into a restaurant with Maria and then our wives are sitting in there.
No, it's fine. No,
me with us three, we're still good.
Yes.
Listen, if I go to a restaurant today with Maria alone, or you go with Maria alone, and mevrou sees me, says I look weet is na school.
By the way, something funny last night. So, mevrou slap and I'm watching Netflix on her phone. And then a WhatsApp message comes in from Maria, but not this Maria. Yeah. Now, I didn't even know she knows another Maria.
It's only two Marias.
Yeah, so I just see Maria, and I think the question was, so what should I say is the reason for giving the number or something like that? Yeah. Hey, I think you're like, what are these two up to? Then I go open that entire conversation. I check, oh, it's Anne Maria. Hey, yo.
That we're plotting.
Sometimes when my phone runs out, sometimes when my phone battery runs out, I would take my vrouw's phone, and then I would, read news about Trump or whatever, and then WhatsApp messages come through. I'm like, my broer, Moni lees nie.
I never do. But the name. Never?
Yes.
Check. If as jy met mevrou se phone sit en Cubase pops up as a WhatsApp comment, I'll wel jy nie jy sal daai message oopmaak.
Jy sal oopmaak.
Jy sal hom oopmaak.
And you're gonna see things you don't want to see.
Kyk die ding is, Maria, because we are cool at home, okay? I don't want to disturb the energy.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't like, I'm the same way.
Toch,
like, because I'm going to be curious. And sometimes it's the response. Sometimes my curiosity is invoked by your response.
Hallo.
Yes.
So you set up your phone and daar kom 'n boodskap dan.
Hallo.
Okay.
It's like, okay, something fishy there.
I don't like your response. So I'm not going to go through your phone. But now I have a red flag.
Sorry, what are you saying? Like, if he doesn't pick it up or what?
No, like let's say a message comes in and he just looks at it and
Should
how
I
he
not tense?
responds.
Like,
It's a bit tenses up.
The body language.
Yeah, but okay, he doesn't hide the phone.
Yeah.
He maybe just locks it. And then he continues talking to me like nothing. But I can see the body tensed up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention it. But like I said, there's...
In her head, she's like,
in my head,
I
I'm
gotta
like,
see that phone.
why did you respond like that? And what don't I know? And then it's like now you've created, and maybe it's just in my head.
I think it's in your head.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it could be in my head, but I'm saying it's now there's that thing that's just, I will forget about it in a few hours' time. That's not the point. It's not like it stays there, but I'm just saying it makes it unpleasant.
Yeah.
Because I can't address, because it is a private thing. I'm not going to be like, BS, dial up your phone. I'm not those women. But also I'm curious about your response. What does it mean?
Okay, guys. Maria gave us a very important tip today. Okay? And that is our parting shot. If you get a message from your hocha of your mavutu, act normal.
Play it cool.
As die boodskap deurkom. Yo, ja.
Die boys, ne?
Act like that. And if she asks, what? It's not deurgekom. Something cool just happened. I can't talk to you about it now. One day I will. Nungwari hanakambi khocha frano. Hoekom het jy nie gekom vanaand nie? I hear stories about you and Maria. Yeah.
That's not what I meant. But anyway.
All right, guys, that's the morning mix for this Wednesday, ne?
It's Wednesday,
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Wednesday, you catch the hour between 12 and 1 here on Informanté Radio. That's Tate Nawanis and Tate Kaufman.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9, Monday to Fridays.
The Morning Mix.
As you journey through life towards your retirement goal, build your wealth with Elite Save. Earn 8.5% compound interest on your investment term while choosing when and how you receive your interest returns. It's tailor-made to help you succeed. For more info, SMS Elite Save to 31844 and we will call you back. Underwritten by Trustco Life.